Well, how you doing? It's me, Gerald Reynolds, up here in the Great Northwest, Portland, Oregon. And I've made a couple of videos lately, and the one I make a video, it's usually me doing wheelies in my wheelchair, silly my cats maybe, or me just basically disseminating information. This is what I'm going to do now. First, I like to take a drink of the dew because my mouth is kind of dry. I'm actually rewriting this because as I was making the video in the first place, a buddy called and I was talking to him on the phone. I basically want to discuss the evangelicals, fundamentalist Muslims, whatever religion you have. The fundamentalist arm of these religions all are like, they're just trying to dig their claws into every form of society, every part of our culture. I'm concerned with the whole world, actually, more so than just the United States. I'm concerned about the United States, but we don't have people like Britain, who actually is going to, I guess, or Denmark made a law that it's illegal to criticize the Muslim religion. I don't understand that. How could you make it a law to criticize the religion? It just doesn't make any sense. Especially when you come from a rational country with reasonable governors and reasonable people that live there. And yet, they do something like that. It's like, I don't get it. Actually, religions should have to pay taxes, should have to prove they're who they say they are. A cult should have to prove that what they worship is true. Otherwise, it's a fraud, right? Anyway, it's gotten so bad. We've got teachers being sued for calling creationism superstitious nonsense, which it is. And as far as I always knew, truth was the best defense against slander or blasphemy. But it's not happening. The student won. The teacher was actually reprimanded or whatever for not separating church and state by calling the kids' religion superstitious nonsense, which in fact it is. Then we have everybody for now generations, for eons now, thousands of years, we have people torturing their babies. In some countries, the girls too. For some reason, they'll cut off the labia a little bit, or the clitoral. I'm not sure what they do, but they circumcise little girls in a lot of countries. Isn't that just the oddest practice you ever heard? That has to be a very sexually frustrated old man that made that rule. There's no God made that rule. Or your little boys cut off a slice of their penis for what? Because the Jews convince you that it's a covenant with God? Go figure. I thought they did away with human sacrifice. I thought human sacrifice and slavery and those kinds of things were archaic and Stone Age thinking. Seems to me your so-called mainstream religion is kind of Stone Age in thinking. And we got people out here that are so indoctrinated, they're so brainwashed in believing of this magical creature is going to grant them prayers, that they, instead of taking their child to the doctor, to the hospital to save her dang life because he has pneumonia, they allow the children to die because they're sitting there praying. Come on. That's here in Oregon, from Oregon City. It's called the Followers of the Church of Christ, I guess. The Church of the Followers of Christ or something. They believe in the power of prayer. They don't believe in taking their family members or anybody to the hospital. Come on. That's murder. That baby, that child didn't ask to be a Jesus Christ follower or whatever. You didn't give that child a choice as to whether they want to follow that religion or actually think prayer works. Did your daughter by any chance ask you to go see the doctor? If she was old enough, I'll bet she pleaded. You people are nasty. I don't even believe in God, and I know that's immoral. There's something very sinister and wrong with that. Do you understand that? That you will allow your child to die out of your conviction. Just, you make me sick. I mean, what else is a person supposed to do? You know, you say things, you do things in your religion, you say it's peaceful, you talk about how God's so all loving, He gave His only Son to prove to you that He loves you, and He supposedly gave His Son down here to be freaking tortured. What kind of love is that? And this Jesus, He's only been mentioned once in real history, and that's from Josephus the liar. Go figure. And you people still believe all that crap. Come on. The Bible is a Stone Age manual. That's all it is. It's Stone Age thinking. And you're torturing your children. Just out of a... And you Gentiles, why are you doing it? We got women that are so indoctrinated and brainwashed into this Muslim religion and this Islamic outlook of women being wicked, and they feel that a man, they're hiding their women from men's leering eyes and their intention to rape them and all that. What is wrong with those people? Is their whole culture full of rapos? Are all their men out of control? Can they not look at a woman in a bikini and keep from getting excited sexually? You can't do that? What's wrong with you? You sound like a rapist, like a control freak, like a serial killer. That's crazy. You think that way. Here in America, we throw you in jail if you try to touch a woman. I don't care what she's wearing. A woman can be raped wearing a burka. Don't you know that? It has nothing to do with the woman's looks. That kind of a behavior is psychotic. And it has something to do with control a lot more than sex. So get a grip. Anyway, all you Arabics, you Muslims, and you teenage boys and stuff, you all practice on each other anyway, because you're not allowed to get next to women. Where are you going to put all those hormones? They're raging at that age. I know what you do. Sick puppies, man. Sick, sick, sick. And then you expect, when you die, 72 virgins, yet you revere women. You know what an oxymoron that is, don't you? A great contradiction. And just, if we could just stop pandering to the ignorance, stop accommodating and appeasing religions, and putting them on the back part of the yard where they belong, by themselves, because religion is not healthy for children or other living things. Period. It's a poison on the human civilization. Should be banned and outlawed. Religion should be seen for what it is, akin to schizophrenia, and treated medically. Yet, you can say that you believe in a magical creature that created everything in 7 days and had this Noah and all that, and nobody will blink twice. But you tell them you saw a UFO and an alien. This is a corporeal being, the possibility of other life on other planets in some other part of the universe or galaxy. Yet you're called crazy because you saw a UFO and you think you saw a UFO and beings that came from it. Do you understand the contradiction of that? If you don't, then you need to go back to school. God, it's that simple. And one more shout out. Feminists. Where the hell are you with all these women being oppressed by the Muslims? Where are you? What do you expect them to say? Of course they're going to say they're comfortable. Their men would beat them half to death if they did.